What's going on, nation, and welcome to Muscle Up Progressions Part 1. Now, the muscle up is a very challenging exercise that's going to target pretty much every muscle in your upper body, and it's going to require a lot of core strength and grip strength as well. Now, the focus of this video is going to be doing a muscle up on the bar, and what we're going to do is take you from a beginner level all the way to an advanced level. Now, if you've never done a muscle up before, it is a very intense exercise, but as long as you practice it, you will be able to get it. So let's move on to the demonstration. So the first part of this progression is going to be able to do a hanging knee to elbow leg raise. And there's a few things I want you guys to keep in mind when doing this exercise that's going to help you progress towards the muscle up. Once you grab the bar, you want to slightly pull yourself up and retract your shoulder blades to help you stabilize throughout the exercise. The key to doing the knee to elbow leg raise is to not try to thrust your knees to your chest until you hit that point of where your body just starts to go backwards after swinging forward as far as you can. It's also very important to make sure that you're keeping your core tight as you're driving your knees to your chest. For the second part of the progression, what you guys are going to do is utilize that momentum you gathered from doing the knee to elbow leg raise to be able to thrust yourself into the air to do a muscle up. Now remember, this is still the beginner's part of the progression. When you become more advanced, you're not going to have to rely a lot on momentum to get yourself up and over the bar. But you need to build that upper body strength first to be able to get to the point where you can pretty much just do a pull-up and then throw yourself over it. So I'm going to bring you guys over here and show you a few things. Number one, a lot of beginners, when they try to do a muscle up and they start to utilize, the momentum and getting themselves over the bar, is they don't rotate their wrists. And a lot of you guys are going to get stuck if you don't pay attention to that. And what I mean is, as you hold the bar and you're hanging low, so I'm going to hang low, as you come back, your wrists need to rotate with your body so you can go over the bar. If you grab this bar really tight and don't allow that rotation, what's going to happen is you're going to get stuck like this and not be able to get yourself over. So your wrists can't be here, they have to be up here to allow you to go over the bar. So now what I'm going to do is use this short bar here to show you guys how to utilize that momentum. So I'm going to simulate the knee thrust right now. So you're down here, you come back with both knees, and as you thrust your knees into your chest, you'll get to this point about right here where you're almost parallel to the bar with your chest. And this is the point where you pull yourself forward. So you're not necessarily pulling yourself up in the beginner's part of this movement. You're using your momentum to pull yourself forward and then over the bar. So if you have access to a shorter bar, it might be worth your while to try this movement. So stand with your feet under the bar, hang low, move forward, thrust, over the bar. Just like that. So now what we're going to do to move on into the third progression is show you guys how to do the muscle up just using your upper body with a band. And then we're going to combine all those movements together and show you how to use the momentum to get up and over the bar. For the fourth progression of the muscle up, what I'm going to have you guys do is get used to going up and over the bar using a rubber band. Now, if you don't have a partner to help assist you getting in the band, you can use a box or something to stand on that's high enough so you can elevate yourself to get your feet in before starting the movement. So I'm going to show you guys what the movement's going to look like, and then once we finish here, we're going to move on to the final progression, which is combining everything we've learned to be able to do an actual muscle up. If you can't find something to stand on to get into the band, try having a partner assist you by pulling the band down as far as they can so it's easy for you to put your feet inside of it. Even though using the rubber band takes away the momentum that you learned how to utilize in the first part of the tutorial, what it's going to do is teach you how to get up and over the bar for multiple repetitions. As you watch me perform the muscle up, keep in mind all those key points we just talked about. You'll notice the first thing I'm doing is getting up to the bar and retracting my shoulder blades and keeping my core tight. Alright guys, now we're going to move into doing the final progression, which is an actual muscle up. So what I want to do before I start is give you a few more quick tips in addition to the things you already learned. What I like to do when I do muscle ups, number one, chalk my hands for extra grip. Sometimes the bars get slippery as your hands get sweaty. And number two, you guys saw in the beginning of the video when I was hanging doing the knee to elbow leg raises, I wasn't just hanging with my arms dangling, I actually pulled myself up a little bit. In addition to that, when doing a muscle up, it's really helpful if you pull your shoulder blades together and you actually kind of pull your arms forward a little bit like this. So don't hang here, you're actually gonna hang like that. That's gonna help you set up to be able to grab the momentum to throw yourself up and over the bar. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is some quick repetitions and give you some key points to look for as I do them. Once I have some momentum going, I'm now thrusting my knees into my chest. As I do that, I'm making sure that my wrists are loose enough so that they don't restrict me as I'm trying to get up and over the bar. Once you're up and over the bar, you're going to press up as hard as you can as if you're doing a dip. Once you fully extend your arms, you're then going to lower yourself back down to the starting position. However, you're going to use the momentum that you're gathering as you're lowering yourself down to then bring yourself back up and over the bar for multiple reps. So there you guys have it. That's how you progress to be able to doing a muscle up. If you guys thought this video was helpful, be sure to let us know in the comment section below, and definitely let us know when you're able to do your first muscle up. For more great tips, exercises, and routines, feel free to join us at scotthermanfitness.com. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.